like me and you have lots of fur babies living in your house and sleeping on your bed, then you definitely will appreciate having some loungewear that does not attract cat or dog hair. And it's also pretty and cozy at the same time. So let's go ahead and make these pretty and shiny pajamas. I'm going to be using this advanced pattern from 1939. I have already cut the pattern pieces, and here I'm connecting the shoulder seams according to the instructions. This is the first thing that says we need to do. And now I'm just sewing the shoulder seams on this beautiful machine that did belong to my grandmother. I think it's from the 50s. Next thing according to the instruction is the construction of the sleeves. So I just did a basting stitch and I am gathering the thread so I can be able to ease the sleeves on the shoulders. Now I'm doing something that I've never tried before. This is called a flat fill seam, and it's done by trimming one of the seam allowances and then folding the other seam allowance on top of the trimmed one and doing a top stitch. And here is Chico casually stretching on my sewing. Yeah, just take your sweet time. Here's the seam, not too bad for a first attempt. And now I'm pinning the sleeves on the shoulder seams, but they're pinned open. And here I am sewing them. If you have a better suggestion for this ugly sticker on my machine, I would be glad to hear it, because I'm only using it to mark where the seam allowance is, because there's no marks. I'm back from taking Gismo to the vet to be neutered. Fingers crossed everything is going to be okay. I'm going to pick him up this afternoon, well, evening, probably around 7 p.m. It's now around 1 p.m. and I need to start cooking for my lunch and of course get on with my sewing. It's day 2. I made some lentils with tomatoes and carrots, and the other night I had made my favorite breadsticks I also had with my lunch. So because I didn't have enough fabric to do the whole set of pajamas from this nice like burgundy fabric with the flannel on the inside, I think it's some type of flannel, I had to find another solution. So I had a little bit left from my house robe that I sewed. I will include the video here if you haven't watched it yet. So I think they kind of look good together, and besides I'm going to wear the robe with the pajamas, so why not? So the sleeves will be from the thin fabric and the back as well. So yeah, this is what I've done so far. I have constructed the back and the front and connected them as I showed you yesterday, and I also have connected, according to the instructions, the sleeves to the shoulder seams, which is something I've never tried before. Like I usually construct the sleeves and then connect them with the bodice. But yeah, these instructions are kind of different, but it's interesting to learn some new techniques. And I'm supposed to finish the seams on the inside same way I did the other seams, like make them a felt seam. After I finish that, I need to connect the side seams, the sleeves, up to a point, and then I'll see what's next. So I'm doing just that. I'm sewing the side seams and the sleeve seams, which is actually one very long seam. I have gathered the lower edge of the sleeves and also did a very narrow hem at the opening of the sleeve. And now I'm attaching the cuff to the sleeve. Okay, my friends, so I am stuck. So this is the facing. I just pinned it here. So yeah, this looks fine, but before doing this, the pattern says this is the collar piece, which I don't understand why it's just one. Here it says cut what? cut on fold, I guess. So I cut one on fold. And I'm supposed to match these two notches with these two notches, but it doesn't really fit. Like this way, it doesn't. This way, it doesn't. Am I supposed to like do this? And like, I don't understand. I'm really stuck. Well, I actually didn't see this part. On the instructions, it says place the collar, wristband, pocket, tie, belt, and yoke lengthwise or crosswise, and cut 2 collars and 2 yokes. Yeah, I was too tired to try and rectify the collar issue, so I just proceeded with connecting the leg seams.
Good morning. It's 7 a.m. This little baby here woke me up around 6 a.m. because he was very hungry. He hasn't eaten, like I gave him just a little bit of food last night because he had his surgery. So he was very hungry and he woke me up and I'm so sleepy. But yeah, I thought I might as well get up and make some breakfast for myself. And yeah, last night I had to stop around 7 p.m. to stop my sewing because I had to pick this guy up from the vet. So yeah, I need to get back to my sewing today because I really want to finish it today so I can hopefully edit the video tomorrow and post it. Fingers crossed. So yeah, let's get on with our day.
So let me explain. So I had to construct a collar. I just had to find a solution with it. So I made this. I haven't sewn it yet, and I had to basically make a puzzle of pieces because that was all I had left. I'm really happy I could manage to squeeze a color out of what I had left. And so this is what I've done. I've also inserted the facings here. I haven't ironed them yet. I need to sew this and then encase it with the upper part of the collar. Hopefully it will work. So let's see how we get on with it. And of course, I'm always distracted by the furry babies. This is Mickey Mouse sleeping and being very, very cute. I switched to my modern machine because I wanted to make some buttonholes. My vintage machine doesn't have an attachment that does those. I had to change the crotch because it was way too big for me. I just did a stitch here instead of here. All this had to be removed. Now I'm just gonna sew both legs together, but I need to cut this bit because it's in the way. Fingers crossed it's gonna work. Yay, finally I completed the pajamas. I have to admit it did prove to be a bit tricky, but I've managed it at the end. And this is the waistband. I really like how it looks, and the size is perfect now, not too big, not too tight because they're pajamas. And yeah, I'm really happy how it came out. And here it is with the robe. It's a perfect match, and I will be enjoying wearing these two together, and no cat hair on my robe or my pajamas, which will be such a nice change because all my loungewear has a ton of cat hair. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I would really appreciate it if you'd like to subscribe and like this video and watch this video next. And of course, here's some more Gismo looking really, really cute in the sun, and my handsome boy Leo. See you in the next one. Bye bye.